So, hi, Dave.
I,
So basically, the bottom line is that you were caught with a meth lab and 5 pounds of meth, and the DA offered you a suspended sentence that if you got an evaluation, that you could avoid going to prison. And you've been to jail before, and you don't like it, so you really value your freedom, and you're really scared of going back to jail. So
yeah,
you want to get this evaluation done.
yeah.
So, can we talk about that day that you got caught with a meth lab and 5 pounds of meth?
Yeah, I was, I was hoping to get enough meth to, be able to have for myself.
Okay, so you wanted to have enough
Yeah.
meth for personal use.
Yes.
And 5 pounds,
It's a
okay,
lot.
so yeah, you had 5 pounds. And
But it would be able to, I would be able to use it when I wanted to. And it would be just pretty excessive.
you feel frustrated.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, beyond frustration.
So what did the DA say about what their perspective was about what happened that day?
Well, the DA, it seemed that they weren't too cooperative in the beginning. They, seemed like, they weren't too happy with what was going on. But they were wanting to work with me.
And so do you agree with the DA as far as, you know, them not being happy about you having 5 pounds of meth? And so do you agree with their perspective?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I do agree with their perspective. I felt I was caught red-handed, and I feel that you got to pay the piper for the wrong that you've done.
So in a way you feel respected.
Yes, I do.
So what do you mean exactly when you say that the DA wasn't too happy with what they found? Like, can you be more specific with what they were
happy.
saying?
Maybe happy isn't the best word to describe that.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. It's. I think I'm just still trying to filter this in my mind. Okay. So I would say that they were disappointed more than not being happy.
So they were disappointed with finding that situation going on.
Yeah.
But you agree with that.
But yes,
You
but
agree with that.
they were very concerned as well.
So what did you originally intend to do that day?
Well, what I intended to do was just to take care of some official business, pay some bills, and do some regular type stuff.
So, when you say that you were just wanting to pay some bills and do some official business, what specifically do you mean? So, like, what do you mean by that?
Well, just to take care of some medical bills, take care of some of the financial things that I need to keep under my belt.
So you're feeling disappointed because you weren't able to get those things done that day.
Yeah. Well, Yes, very disappointed.
Well, what did you tell yourself after the DA found the meth? And so, what did you tell yourself to make yourself okay with what had happened?
Well, I had to process that, and I had to process it quick, it seemed. And I knew I was in a dire situation.
So you were feeling desperate.
Yes, very desperate. That's very good.
So, can you be more specific about like what your intent was with your use of the meth? Like, what did you originally tend to happen? You know, with using the meth.
Well, like I said, I wanted to have enough for myself, and maybe for my friends too. You know, 5 pounds is quite a bit. It would be just, you know, to get high, to get away, to put myself in different surroundings.
So you wanted to use the meth and cook the meth so that you and your friends could have some, and you could get things done, things that you had planned to get done.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but then something happened. The DA came and busted in your place, and
Busted the bubble.
yeah.
Busted the bubble.
And so, what are your thoughts about, you know, having them come in and stop that
I was very
situation?
frustrated. It was very difficult for me. I'd say somewhat humiliated too.
So you're feeling ashamed.
Oh yeah, I'm very
Ashamed and sad. So have you been cooking meth and doing meth for a while? I mean, is this something you normally do?
Yeah, I've been doing meth, cooking meth for about 6-7 years.
So for about 6-7 years, and
Mm-hmm.
6-7 years ago, did you see yourself cooking meth for this long?
No.
And you sound disappointed.
Oh yeah, I'm very disappointed. I'm disappointed in myself.
Yeah. And dismayed. So, did you use more than you intended to
Oh yeah.
for a longer period of time than you intended to?
Yeah, it came out of my control. You know, I wanted to maybe just have enough, you know, to get a buzz, and you go. As soon as you go back searching for that elusive high, you use more than what you wanted to start off with.
So you're disillusioned.
Yeah, very disillusioned.
As a result of doing more than you intended, did you do things that you don't agree with? Like things that you wouldn't normally do?
Yeah. Lie to my friends.
So you lied to your friends.
Yeah. And I don't usually do that. I even though I use meth, I still feel I have my own line of integrity.
So you have been cooking meth for 6-7 years? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
6-7 years, and using it for longer than you intended to, using it more than you intended to, and doing things that you don't agree with. It wasn't what you originally intended to do.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I just was gonna pay bills that day.
and so you had these consequences that happened. You were given a deal by the DA
Yes,
to get out of going to prison.
coming to this assessment.
And yes, you got to come here for this assessment. And so, was there anything else that contributed to the negative consequence that you had? So, the consequence that you had was, you know, having to deal with the DA and go to jail and come in and get an evaluation. Was there anything else that contributed to the reason why you're here today?
I would say my girlfriend.
Your girlfriend.
I would probably lose her if I weren't here today.
So, is your girlfriend important to you? I mean, do you
Very-
love
yes,
her?
Yeah, yes, I love
What's her name?
her. Sue.
Sue. So, you love Sue. And you would lose Sue if you didn't come here today. And you would also go to prison if you didn't have this evaluation.
Yeah.
This must be very overwhelming. This
It
is
is,
overwhelming for you.
Quite overwhelming.
So you used your original intent wasn't to do all of this, then cook meth and you know end up with negative consequences, and you used for a longer period of time, and you know you're potentially facing prison,
Lose my best friend.
yeah, losing your girlfriend who is your best friend.
That's right. She.
Oh, and so you're feeling very disappointed in yourself. You're feeling overwhelmed, frustrated by this, and so you know it's understandable.
Yeah.